Steve here, Shen Rc. Show you here my Kyosho foxx. I'm going to show you what I did to this. I'm probably going to try to take this up the mountain. So what I did was I made some custom skid plates on there for if I try this thing up in the mountain, because I didn't want to bash up and ruin these axles here. So you could see I made a custom skid around here in the middle over here and protecting the back pumpkin, so that way it don't get scuffed like hell up in that mountain there. Hey Steve, what's up? Basher boy. I got this beaut, like the sticker? Beauty! I'm going to try this up the mountain probably, so I got it ready and I made these custom skids on there, you can see. Hopefully it'll protect it, because this has like really delicate axles in the back and in the front. So I made this ready. I'm going to try that one time. And now on to something else here I want to show you guys. Here it is, the dreaded ECX Ruckus 4x4. Let me ask you this. Are you having issues with the wheel nuts on the foxx? I never had an issue. I think I Loctited mine on, and I never had them come off yet. So you got to use Loctite. Basher boy, that's who I'm talking to. Anyhow, this is the ECX Ruckus 4x4. My brother brought this here this morning for me to work on. Model Nutty, thanks for stopping in. Everyone give me the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Let me show him my foxx real quick. Here's my foxx. I was telling the guys I'm going to use it, try to run it in the mountain a little bit. So I made these custom skid plates. You see the 3 across the bottom, here in the middle, and one on the pumpkin in the rear. So I'm going to try this up in the mountain, so I don't know how it's going to go, but we'll see. Model Nutty's Doomsday arrived. Oh, speaking of Doomsday, I got a package today, some new wheels and tires, but I'm going to have them in another video. Micron RC's in the house. Have you tried crossing water with that foxx yet? No water yet. I'm just modified it to I put skid plates on it because I'm gonna try to go up in the mountain a little bit with it. I'm not gonna go in that rough stuff because I know it ain't gonna work, but I'm gonna try to do a little trailing. Nick Porter's in the house saying, nice foxx. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'm going to try it up in the mountain. Well, anyway, guys, here's what happened today. My brother called last night, and his niece's boyfriend got this ECX Ruckus 4x4 here. And he had loads of problems. He put a brushless system in it, and he kept stripping out the wheels. The hexes would just melt in there. So finally, we figured it out, and he ended up super gluing the hex nut right into the wheel, the plastic ones. And that solved the problem after he blew 2 out. But anyhow, he's been having problems with it, and they brought it over here for me to work on. JD Passel's in the house. Hit the thumbs up. Damn it, I can't talk. I want to show JD my foxx. Hold on a second, guys. I'll get back to the story on this. Here's my foxx. Ugh. Like that sticker? Beauty. Anyway, JD, look, I'm going to take it up in the mountain like you said. I'm going to run it on 2S LiPo. It actually runs on 2S. I made these skid plates on the front and rear and center, you could see there, to protect it. But I'm probably not going to go in the rough stuff. Probably just try it out and do some little bit of trail, and we'll see how it goes. I'll have a video in the future of that. Okay, now back to today's doomsday story about this truck. Anyhow, my brother brought it over. My niece's boyfriend got it, and my brother and him put a brushless system in it. They've been having nothing but problems with the hexes melting in the rims and stripping out. So they finally found if you super glue the hexes in the wheels, it holds up better. But anyhow, I worked on it today. I took it all apart. Everything's a mess. He used blue Loctite on all the plastic screws, which you're never supposed to do because it's bad for plastic. Never use Loctite, the blue stuff on the plastic. There's a lot of stripped out screws now because of it. And I hope it doesn't end up cracking apart after like a month or so. Well, anyway, he put a 3300 kV long can motor in there. And JD Pansel, he's saying the sticker's too big for the Fox. I want people to see it when I'm running it. The foam on my Spectrum sucks too. I need to, like this. Yeah, this is his. He got the yellow. He stretched the shit out of it to fit on here, but it works. But anyway, he got one of these Ghoul RC $40 systems, but he went with the big long cam with the different size motor pinion with the bigger shaft. And he has a 10-tooth pinion on this. That's the smallest I found. I told my brother to get the stock size, but he didn't listen to me. I only have like 35 plus years of RC experience, and he doesn't even own one. And he went and got this. It has so much power. I think that's why it's shredding this thing to pieces. Well, anyway, it's a Ghoul RC, and I took everything apart on this thing here. It's hard to work on. It's not like my Arma 4x4. I'll show you that, guys, compared to this. This is my Arma 4x4. And here's the size difference. You can see this one's a little larger, the wheelbase. The ECX is a little larger, but this thing here, the Arma is so easy to work on. It comes apart real simple in like a couple screws to get everything out. Yeah, I had to stretch it good to fit that huge wheel. Yeah, at least they stretch good. I'll order some 10 downstairs forever. Well, anyway, this here, the Arma Granit 4x4 is a smaller truck, but the way they designed it inside, I could open the damn thing. This one here is so much easier to work on. Everything comes apart with a couple screws, the diffs and all the electronics and modules, they call it. They come out in different sections. I like this a lot better. But back to this story on this beauty here. I had the motor screws ripped out, so everything was out. I had to take it all apart. The motor out. I had to unscrew this whole top piece. It's a pain in the ass. There's so many screws. It's ridiculous. So I unscrewed it all. Got new motor mount screws, and I screwed everything in, Loctited it all in there. and then he had a problem adjusting the slipper clutch, so I did that for him. I set the mesh and everything. So now I went out and tested it. It seems to be working pretty good. And then I went over the whole truck and had to tighten up a lot of screws. There was a lot of loose ones in there. Let me look at these comments real quick. Hey Steve, check it out. Swap the side pipes left on right on the doomsday. Oh, I'll have to see that. I got some new tires and wheels today that came for my doomsday, but I'm going to make another video showing that. But I got the package. I'll show you. They're in here. Maybe I'll show you guys after a while. I don't know. They sweep up in there. Yeah, I did mine. Let me show you mine. Right here. Steve says mine looks like a fork. Steve said mine looks like a fork. You see mine? I actually engraved the side pipes now. I don't know if you guys could see that. They're like real side pipe holes now. I did a Dremel and carved them in there. I think it looks way better now. But anyway, if you see mine from the top, I bent them from the back and I cut them off. That's how I did mine. RC Basher, well, gentlemen, we should come up with some snake stickers. Right, I cut mine like that, but swap sides now. Oh, I didn't think about that. I'll have to see it. But that's what I did to mine. It looks a lot better now that I ground out the sides there with the Dremel, so it looks more 3D, like real with the holes coming out of the exhaust. I had fun with this thing. This thing's beat up already. Look at the scratches on it all. I went 5 or 6 miles. I have a whole bunch of footage. I can make a lot of videos now. I have a lot of good footage. And I have some versing the Touareg, the WL toys. I had this one running, and the WL toys, they're versing each other, like seeing which one works better. I have them two going. I'll do it 4 screws. I'll have to see later. But I got the new tires and wheels for this beauty here. Maybe I'll break them out of the package and show you guys. I don't even know. I didn't even open it yet. But anyhow, I worked on this damn thing. It's a pain with all these screws. And I tightened it all up for them, shimmied it all up, got it working, adjusted the slipper clutch. Now I tried it out in the street, and it seems to be working real good. Only thing I don't like about this model, the steering servo is so slow. It's too slow for how fast the car is now, because he made it faster. Judy Passel. Congrats to Shen Rc for 3.3 subs. You are famous. Woo! But anyway, anyone have one of these besides Steve? I don't know if the new one is different. This is the old version. Steve, you there? Does this look different than yours? This is the old version. See anything different? Know what I found funny about this car? I was like, what the hell is this? I don't know if you guys could check this out and see it. This is the stupidest thing. I don't know why. Hey, let me show you guys. Let me see. It's hard to see. You see that screw hanging down by the right wheel over here? See that? It's hard to show you, but there's a metal piece. Damn it. It's hard to show you. Anyway, I'll try to describe it. There's a metal piece coming down with threads like a Z like this, and it threads through the top A-arm, then threads through the bottom A-arm, a metal Z rod, and it's held in with two nuts on the top and bottom, and it wiggles up and down, as you can see here by the right tire. You see that little nut moving? I don't know if you guys could see it. See it going up and down? There's actually a metal rod there. I think they put it in there so the A-arms don't twist because they're so rubbery. They put a metal rod. That's like a... I thought that was kind of silly. It looks the same, Steve? What about the bottom? How about the bottom? And also, Steve, does yours still have these nutty, stupid metal things on the A-arms? The metal rod connecting the two A-arms with the two bolts? It's hard for me to show you guys. You can't see them. Yeah, it's hard for me to show you. Oh, wait, there it is. See that rod? Does yours still have that, Steve? That metal rod that bolts through to both A-arms? That thing? That's what I found to be funny. No rods on A-arms, so they did switch it. I think these A-arms twisted like pretzels with the power, so they put them metal rods to stop them from twisting, which was kind of silly. Anyhow, I fixed it all up. I meshed it up, put the new motor screws in, did the slipper clutch for them, tightened everything, checked over. It seems to be working good now. But he likes riding through the grass. And I told him with these big-ass tires, and you ride through grass, it has to bend so many blades of grass. It's too hard for these trucks to run through it. It's probably going to end up burning something up. I'll show you the body for this one. It's kind of gay. It's kind of gay, guys. Behold your eyes. I don't like it. Can't get the damn thing on. Body posts are bent already. Oh, maybe that's close enough. There it is. Got that light blue going on. I guess it's not that bad with the tires and wheels look good on it. So that's it. There it is. You like? It's all right, I guess, with the black wheels. Yeah, it's right. Yeah, it's too light. It's like a... In my monitor, the blue looks even bluer. It's really light. It's almost like super white blue, like you mixed white paint with the blue, and it's almost just a little bit blue. Alex Norton's in the house. Yeah, it's pretty gay. Yeah, but if I had the chance to buy either this or the Arma 4x4, the one here, this is mine. This is my niece's boyfriend's here that I worked on. If I seen these both in the hobby shop, I would definitely, I don't care if this one's wheelbase is a little smaller, I would definitely get this one. It's so much simpler to maintain. It's got like so easy to take the parts out. And this feels like a brick, like real solid. It don't flex or nothing when you twist the chassis. And with this one here, it's like a piece of rubber. It flexes and twists like a girl's truck. Hey, Steve, I think they said they made yours out of nylon. Does yours twist easy? This one's a little twisty, but not much. They may have made yours even twist more now. But he runs this on, he tried 3S on it, and it was fast as hell, but he said that's the first one he stripped and melted the hex on. Then he has a 2S, so 7300 SMC battery. I told him to get those. And he still stripped one of the hexes and melted to the wheels. But like I said, you figured out guys have to super glue the plastic hex into the back of the wheel so it doesn't slip and spin in it and melt everything. Yours doesn't flex too bad. This one's kind of stiff. It don't flex that much. A little bit. It's a lot more than the Arma truck flexes. But I think I read on yours they said they made it nylon now, so yours probably is a little more flexible, which probably is good for when you crash, it won't break. No, but she's finally going face there. Well, that's it. I worked on this and I did a lot of work on it, so I hope when he gets it, he's happy and you don't break it anymore. I got something in the mail here. I got something in the mail here, and I got to see what it is. See if it's something of beauty. What the heck is that? Oh, that's what it is. I got this in the mail. It's stickers. You can't see it because it's got this protective coating on. I'll try to peel it off. I'll show you it backwards. I got 2 of them. It's RC Trail Cat sticker he sent me. See it? Beauty. So I'm going to stick that beauty on the board right next to JD Passos. Right here. I got 2 of them, so I'll just put the one right here. Hope it works. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Beauty. Beauty. I got one extra one here. Don't know if we'll ever see it. If he ever comes on live or something, I guess we'll see it in my videos. RC Trail has a great channel. Yeah, check them out. RC Trail Cats. I think that's the one I seen. This one here. Seen him. He got one of these, and I was like, oh man, that looks pretty good. Oh, you're lucky. He sent you 4. I only got 2. Damn. Let me peel it off. The same 3 stickers I have on my single on my. You should ask Amazing RC for stickers. Whoever wants to send stickers, whoever needs stickers, I sent a couple stickers out, so maybe some other guys, if they have them, will send them to me. Well, anyhow, this thing's like a banana. It's so stretched far. I'll take an Arma over that ECX any day. Arma. Beauty. Okay, guys, maybe I'll show you. Remember I told you I got in the mail today something I ordered from this, I ordered some new wheels and tires for this beauty. You guys want to see them? You want to see what I got? I hope they're beauties. All right, I'll show you them real quick because I'm going to make another video of them and then I'll put them on the truck. First of all, I want to give a shout out to this shop. I always buy stuff on eBay. It's good as hell. Apex RC Products. He has an eBay store. I'll link it below in this feed when it's over so you can go to it. But I'm going to make another whole video of me just putting these on, and I'm going to give them props and mention them again. But this guy's cool in his shop. He has all little types of wire, cables, all little knickknacks, stuff for RC and tires and wheels and all good stuff, batteries, anything you want. It's Apex RC, and I got these here. I'm going to take one out real quick to show you guys. The reason I got these, because they're the same pattern type as my old RC four-wheel drive outcroppers I love, and they don't make them anymore, RC four-wheel drive. So he had them like this. These are on K2 beadlock wheels. You got to screw them together to they're beadlocks. If you want to send me stickers from your channel, no. So anyway, I'll open one up real quick and show you guys, because like I said, I'm going to make another video of them, because I want to give this guy props, because I always get stuff from him. He's real good. I just hope these tires work like the originals. So they give you, they're bead locks with the aluminum rings, and they give you 1,000,000 of them hex screws. That's the ones you dread putting in. So here's the tires. They're clones. They look exactly like the RC four-wheel drive outcroppers, so we'll have to see how they work. The foams are a little hard in them. I can feel that right now. I may cut the foams a little bit different to make them softer. But anyhow, check out on eBay Apex RC products, and I'll make a whole nother video of me putting these on this beauty here. Let's see what they look like anyhow. See if they look nice on it. I'll just put the bead lock ring on there. What do you think? Let me try to hold this on. How do they look? They look mean? I think they'll look good on it. I hope they work like my originals, because I love them tires. I wish RC four-wheel drive. If anyone knows RC four-wheel drive sees this, make the outcroppers again. They were beauties. We want them back. There's the tread design. They work awesome, that tread. Beauty. Yeah, I'm just going to do something with the foams, maybe cut grooves in them to make them a little softer. They ain't that bad. They feel like they grip a little bit good. I hope they work good. Know what the problem was with these? These ones here, them All-Star ones, they were like $20 for all four. They work good in the dry, but as soon as you hit moisture, they're like slippery as hell and don't grab in the moisture. I hope these ones work good when it's damp and wet. But I'm gonna actually email RC four-wheel drive, and I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna ask them if they can make the outcroppers again, because they're on this beauty here. You can see same thing. See the tires? The clones of them. Same tire, but these grip really good. The compound. These feel pretty good. I hope they work. But these ones got real super soft foams. They're actually a little too soft for me. You can see it jiggling. But those I'm going to try out. Beauty evil. So that's it for these. And I'm going to make another video of me putting them on so I could give the guy more shout out. More people could probably see it. And I'll have links in the bottom of the description of my other video. And I'll put them in here to his shop in case you want to check out. He has like all stuff for like RCs, like the servo horns, all wires for your chargers, everything. He has a lot of cool stuff. Filthy Co RC. Hey, what's happening? Thanks for stopping in. Hit that thumbs up, brother. I just revealed some new tires I got for my Doomsday here. You see the pattern on them? They look pretty good. They're like my original RC four-wheel drive outcroppers, so I'm going to be putting them on. They're bead locks. I got the ring in the bag here. I just hope they work good. Like I said, I'm contacting RC four-wheel drive because I'm going to plead with them to make the new outcroppers again because they were awesome. See, you can hear these tires. They grip really good, but in the water, like when they got damp, they weren't that good. So I was like disappointed. But if you're going only on dry and you want to pick up cheap tires, these All-Star ones for like $20 for 4. I think they have the Super Swamper ones too. They're probably the same compound. If you don't go in a lot of water, they're great. So what kind are on it now? Yeah, these are the All-Stars. The All-Star ones, they were like $20 for all 4. They had the Super Swampers also in this same type of tire, probably the compound. I like them. They work good. But when I got into like moisture on the rocks and like wet, they were slippery. So that's why I tried them other tires. But we'll see how them go. They don't. I don't know. Giving them a smell test here. They smell kind of like Kmart shoes. I don't know about the rubber. They sound pretty good. I'll have to give them a test. You ever walk in Kmart or Walmart and you know when you're by the sneaker aisle, you smell a rubber? I hope I made this kid happy when he gets this back and he don't break it up a lot. Or he'll break it and he'll blame me. Oh, your uncle ruined my truck. Your uncle, I'll say to my niece, your uncle ruined my truck. Smart, you got the nice body clip holders by Dubro on there so you don't lose them. It smells right. The All-Stars don't seem aggressive enough for the mud. That's what I found out. They're nice on dry. They grab real good. I noticed they also wear quick, like the rubber shrivels off of them and leaves like little stringy things on them on the dry. But as soon as you go on the wet, they just slide like on ice. That's kind of like this one here. The Redcat Gen7 tires, they work good on the dry. Soon as a rock is like moist with water or anything on it, they're like on ice. Mike Rc, yeah, he'll probably break it again. You guys will be seeing me every time. Instead of working on my cars, you'll always see me with this one here. Damn, Shen's taking a lot of time with those ECX cars now. You have the ECX two-wheel drive version? I used to have that too. They're good, but I don't know. They're kind of loose, wobbly the parts. Actually, they made them tighter than when they first came out. But when they first came out, these cars, they had a lot of play in all the parts. Mike Rc says his friends and nephews do it to him all the time. Well, he wanted to get one of those Arma like Outcast trucks or something. I'm like, if he can't handle this one, if he gets one of those, forget it. Buck likes to break mine. Steve says Buck breaks all his remotes. That's like my other nephew. He has the Tamiya buggy, the DTO2 buggy, and he let his brother use it, and he calls me up. And then I go to get it for my brother. I'm like, I don't know if you could drive it. He goes, the rear spoiler was bent and all the screws were loose. I go, don't you know you're not supposed to let no one drive it but yourself? The front end is loose on the two-wheel drive. I got it about 4 years ago. I had to adjust. Yeah, they're a lot. I don't know. When I got it, when they first came out, the two-wheel drive one, it was all wobbly, everything. I think RPM makes parts for that one. I don't mind. I'll tell you the truth, guys. I like working on them just as much as I like driving them. To me, it's fun to wrench on the RCs. But they gotta learn. They gotta learn about the stuff. They're new to it. So my nephews and stuff like that, they're not too good with it. They're still learning. I got him sold on selling his Arma with the diff brain because he's too scared to drive it. He's scared to drive it. Yeah, Basher boy. Let me see this one here. Yeah, see the play in it? I've seen worse, but it's a lot of play. I'll tell you one thing, the servo in this thing, it's so slow when you're driving it. It feels like it don't work. Like it feels like you're like a drunk driver. It's too slow, especially because he made it faster with a brushless motor. It feels like he needs a faster, stronger servo now. So anyone know anyone looking for an Arma with a diff brain? Did he even run it yet? Steve, did he even run the truck yet? Or did he just look at it after he bought it? Ooh, beauty. Probably not. It's that servo saver. Let me see. Yeah, there's a little play in the servo saver. I should tell him to get a Kimbrough one. But it's probably better that it has a weak spring because he's new, and if he hits something, it's probably better. The servo saver makes them turn slow. I don't think it makes them turn slow. It's just got a weak spring in there, so it's like kind of like if you go like this, it stretches. The servo is just a piece. Steve, I'll advise you to servo, and it's just a piece. He ran it, and his friend broke it. How to buy money? Sell your kidney and buy some more RCs. Well, anyway, I hope he's happy with this. You know what it is? I told my brother, I told him what to buy to put in this thing, and my other brother's funny. He always tries to get the better. I told him to get a standard size, like 3300 kV motor, and then he ended up getting the 3300 kV, the longer can with the bigger shaft for like the 1/8 scale buggies, and it has so much power, I think it's ripping it to shreds. And especially he ran it on 3S. I told him, get a 2S. At first, he didn't listen to me, and he got a 3S, and that was really killer with this motor. Zip tie the servo saver. I'm going to leave it because I don't know why. He's a newbie, kind of. And if I could see from looking at here, he has like he nailed, like you could see as marks in the A-arms and stuff. So he must be hitting stuff. And I don't want to make it too tight because then he'll probably strip his servo gears. So I'm just going to leave it springy like it is. If he wants an upgrade, I'll tell him which one to get to make it better, but I have to give props for the ECX Ruckus over the Arma. One thing, it looks like they filled the diffs with the fluid nice, and they don't keep spinning up. And then I got this one here, the granite. Look at that. They just put grease in them. I think they're sealed diffs. They just go and go and go. That's one thing I don't like. I almost was going to rip it apart and fill them up with, like, if it's, I think you might be able to fill them up with the diff fluid. It has a seal, but I'm not sure. I have to check it out. But I was either going to take it apart and fill them up, or I was going to freaking degrease them and use that Tamiya anti-wear grease, because when you put the anti-wear grease from Tamiya in here, see how this keeps spinning? With the anti-wear grease, you go like that real hard, and it stops like this fast. Just goes like that. It's almost like oil filled. Get that Servo. That's only $4.50 and more of a 20 kilogram. Yeah, I've seen those. Don't they have them? I think they're like $15. Well, that's in the USA. Probably maybe $4.50 in China. Basher Boy, the whole steering mechanism has a bunch of play on my ECX DB. I bought the aluminum upgrade to eliminate it, and that helped. Yeah, this one's not that bad. This one's pretty good. It's a little bit of play, but you gotta have some of it in there. Sometimes it's a servo saver, Basher Boy. If you switch and get a Kimbrough one, they have like a real strong spring in them, and they don't move like the stock ones they give you. MG995 is great servo for cheap. Filthy Co-RC says, is that one waterproof though? I like to get the waterproof stuff because everything else in the trucks is mainly waterproof. Or do they make a waterproof one? They're only $4.50 right now. Usually, send me the link, Steve. Email me that link then. Because I was thinking of maybe getting them. They're good for the crawlers. Are they the high torque ones? I don't know about the MG995. Is that one waterproof? I'm not sure, but I think it is. 16 kilogram. That's 16 kilogram? I think I've seen that. I think they make a waterproof one and a non-waterproof. I was actually looking the other day at them because I was thinking of maybe getting one for one of my crawlers. They're only $4.80. Steve, send me that link. Because I'm going to look at it. Probably end up getting one. But I like this truck. This thing's a... Do any of you guys ever feel one of these in person in your hands? This thing is like a tank. It's like the A-arms on it are like 1/8 scale thickness. Everything is like beefed on it so much. It's actually heavy and stiff and nice. It's like really nice. 20 kilogram. Yeah, is that the one that's has aluminum center and it's red, and they have one that's blue? But I don't understand. The blue one you would think was waterproof, but guys selling the red one say it's waterproof too, so I don't know. Filthy Co-RC, I'm not sure if the waterproof ones or not. I have 2 of them. I think I paid $10. I guess you can make it waterproof, but it'd be really nice if they were already waterproof. I got so many RCs, I don't get to run them all. Like now that I took this out, it makes me want to take it out and film it going. But my next filming adventure is gonna be the Fox Beauty in the mountain. I'm gonna take this one. I don't know how it's gonna work because I put pretty thick diff fluid in the front, so it's not that bad. See how it turns and stops? So that should help pull up over the debris and little rocks. But the back I put thinner so it would steer better, because I didn't think I was going to ever take it up in the mountain until JD Passel said, "Oh, bring it in the mountain." So he made me make, I made all the skid plates for it. But you can see the rear, that has like real light diff fluid in there, so that's not going to give you any traction. Big Apple UV is in the house. He's asking, I wonder why ECX went to in the store only. Kind of bummed I can't. I don't know about that. That's weird. I was thinking the same thing. Only other thing I could think of why they went in the store is because now, let me get this here. Now that Horizon Hobby bought Hobbico, they have all the Arma line and stuff. So maybe they figured they'd just sell their ECX line in the stores like hobby shops. Because now they got more vehicles. Because Tower Hobbies and Hobbico used to have different vehicles you could only get on Tower Hobbies. And Horizon had different ones where you could only buy on theirs. Now Horizon Hobby has everything. So maybe that's why they're putting some in the shops only. JD Passel saying the Fox is so much. Yeah, it's a torque monster. I'm going to only run 2S in it. It seems to be pretty torquey and good on the 2S. Because I don't want to put 4S in here up the mountain because I think it'll just smack up everything and break it. I just ran my kyosho factor. Is that? Did you guys ever try running the 2 6-cell NIM packs in this truck here? It's not as peppy, but to me, it makes the suspension work better. Like, because they're heavier, it makes it actually run better over the bumps. I emailed you on. All right, thanks, Steve. I appreciate it, brother. Filthy Kill RC, I didn't know that. What didn't he know? That it could run on 2S or nickel metal hydrates? Probably says not to. Damn, I got a squeak on the Fox. Need some lubrication on this beauty. No, I read on the ESC on here, it runs from 2S, I think, to 6S. I'm not sure on that. It might be 4S. But I tried it on the 2S and it worked all right. But for going in the mountain, that's what I want. I don't want to go on the 2 lipos in the mountain. That'll be too much. I've only ran my Fox on 2S packs. I want to run it on 3. Yeah, I ran mine on 3S. It's a much more tamer. It's a little like with the 2S packs. It's like a beast, and it's like you could break it apart real easy. On the 3S, it calms it down. It makes it more easy to drive. Actually, it's really probably better for the truck because when this first came out, the first generation ones, they only ran on the NIM packs with regular 540 motors. This chassis wasn't designed for this much power. That's why I think I like running the 2 NIM packs better in here than the LiPo. Just pops it up crazy. Need some lubrication on that baby. Oh, that's what she said. Yeah, something's squeaking. Oh, I know what it is. Yep. It's these pivots here. See these pivots here, guys? I'm going to have to put some dry lube on them. You could hear it. Well, now you can't. Oh, there it is. That's where it needs to be lubed. Do you see Shen Rc's Fox tires are backward or not? They're not backwards. What the heck you talking about? They ain't backwards. You think they're on backwards? You run yours the other way because this is the way they're supposed to be with the paddle pushing forward. I said they look bad. Oh. Some guys run them backwards. They run smoother. Because if you run this on the hard surface, it's like bouncing like crazy. If you put them on backwards, it'll run a little smoother. Oh, so you had a joke going on there about the tires. I thought you said mine were on backwards. I'm like, backwards? What the hell is he talking about? Yeah, they all do, especially those old Tamiya ones on the grasshoppers. They're hard to tell which way to go. They almost look the same both ways. Model 90 sand scoops. Yeah. So I got to see this up in the mountain. I probably might go today with it. Big Apple UV. I was looking at the Outlaw Rampage for my first kyosho. That thing is unique and Nitro. It's true, whatever I saw. Yeah, I think that's a cool truck. The one with the independent front A-arms and the solid axle. That one's pretty neat looking. I would go for it. Something different. It's cool looking. I don't know why. JD, when I always see the Fox, like when you drive yours and I see everyone driving theirs, when I see the guys with the Nitro one, I don't know why, but this one here, I just think the Nitro one in this truck and the Mad Force is like, would be really fun. I miss the Nitro. I almost feel like getting a Nitro one. Motor's on the wrong side. You can put it on either side, actually, in this one. This is an old motor mount for two. You used to have two 540s. So actually, you could put the motor on either side. You just have to rotate the rotation with the wires. It has a mount. You could hook two motors on it. I think the Nitro one's bad. It has that 3-speed. My Fox is the same as all of them, but mine still in the home shop. I need to buy. Steve's is sitting in a hobby shop. There we go with the sound effects. Yeah, the Fox is a beauty. I just think a Nitro one would be cool. I never tried going in water with this one. Guys like to try to skim across the water. I'm not into that. Like, I rode mine in the snow and stuff, but I rode my Kyosho Blizzard. I made it float and I made it go on the top of the water, my Kyosho Blizzard. I did that one time. I was riding on the water. I went from the land into the water with my Kyosho Blizzard, and I was riding on the water. I'm not doing that no more. Show us your Cloudbuster. That's upstairs. I'd have to go upstairs and get it down here. Hey, Shen, have you had any issues with the chain? Only thing I had with the chain was, let me show you guys here. I made a little thing on mine. When I first got it, I ran it a few times and I got a pebble in there and it got jammed. So what I did was I made this cover here. You see it? It goes over the whole gears on the top because with these sand tires, they fling up the rocks and it goes right in this open body over here. And it falls right in on the chain. So with that piece in there like that, see it? It covers the whole thing. When the rocks fly up, they hit it and fall on the ground instead of in the chain part. That's the only thing I did was put that on. Big Apple UV, how many RCs do you have now, man? Let me see. Oh, God. You wanted to know, did you? Hold on, let me think. At the last video, I did add 50. I think I might have 53 now. 53, I think. Yeah, where's the clod? Yep, if model nutty. Yep, if you're going to hydroplane, might as well go for 2 bills. I mean, yeah, I don't want this to get all soaking and it's falling in. I put some of them plastic bags from shipping in there so it can't sink, but I'm still waiting for Larry's email. Where's the TRX4 Sport? I don't know. Tell me, Steve. I'm still waiting for it. A-Main Hobbies. Beauty. I don't think the hobby shop's got them. I think they just got the pre. You ever see they have the box and it says something on the side, an orange label, like it's special for the hobby shop. When they get delivery, they will email you back. Yeah, I don't think none of the hobby shops got them. I told you, how could yours have 5 and they didn't get none? Bastards. 53 beauty. I'm just about a year in and I got kit number 9 on the way. I like, oh yeah, you get hooked on them. Filthy Kill RC, I only have 17 or 18. Yeah, once you get like that many of them, 17 or 18, you don't break them as much because, like with me, I have so many. Like when you have a couple, you just keep bashing them and bashing them, they break. When you have a lot of them, you rotate. Like there'll be some I didn't use in a couple like months maybe. Then I'll decide to use that one because you have so many, you don't beat on them and use them as much often. So they break less when you have more. Oh man, hurry up, blow. There's 5 just sitting there. They're still just sitting there, 5 of them. Ah, I could probably cancel my order and get it. Do you got the special snake coupon code? Jono Warbelow's in the house. That's how you say your name. I'm not good with names. Everyone give me the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Helps me out. Keeps me going. I agree. Basher boy. I may have 40 to 43 RCs. I always forget the number. Yeah, once you get that many, you can't keep them all. You have to get rid of some to get new ones because there's no room left. I think I'm up to 20. Only been in the hobby for 7 months. You're going to have the record, Steve. I would have had a lot of them. I had hundreds of them over the times. Can't keep them all. There's too many. Once you get like this many, I'm thinking I have to sell something just to get some room. Well, how much is it with your coupon code? Maybe I could cancel my order and get it from that guy. Model Nutty says he has 40 RCs. Jeez, I'm not that bad. I thought I was the only crazy one here. Well, peace out from Shen. Keep the great RC vids coming. Thanks. Thanks for stopping in, brother. I appreciate it. And the next video I'll have is probably going to be on the Doomsday with the new tires, or maybe up in the mountain with another rig, maybe that Fox. Yes, Shen, I had someone that was waiting for the e-ribbon. They just rushed in and they canceled their order. I got. Well, I got it from E-Main. I think it's $339 free shipping, so total it was $339. I can email them and email you the info. Yeah, email them, see how much it is. With the shipping, I guess, the total to get to me, and let me know, and maybe I could cancel the other one. And if you got a snaky snake code, that might be even better. The Orthopter fun stuff scrap build. What the heck is that? What is that? An Arma flopter? What? I can't see. Model Nut is saying something about what is it? An Arma flopter? RC Voodoo's in the house. Give me the thumbs up, brother. He only has 5 RCs. You're lucky. When you get more, You'll be going crazy. Flat. Oh, I know what you mean. That fly. It looks like a real flying bird or a bug. They have like fake birds that fly too. That's probably what it is. Yeah, they're cool. What color, Shen? I like the red one better. I don't like that blue one. I guess I'll have to see sell my kidney to buy RC cars. Didn't you say your brother's going to be a doctor? Maybe he could take it out for you. Sneaky snake. 40-inch wingspan. Holy crap. So I fly some airplanes. I think the biggest one I ever flew was like a 30-inch wingspan, 24, like small stuff. Mark Bryan RC's in the house. Give me a thumbs up, brother. I appreciate you stopping in. I'm doing good. I told the guys I'm going to try to take this up the mountain. I made all them skid plates on the pumpkins and in the center. I'm going to try to take this up in the mountain. We'll see how it goes. It's not going to be good, but I'm going to try it. And also, this live show was for the chatting with RC with you guys. But the main reason was I had this come in for my brother from my niece's boyfriend. He broke it. He made it brushless, and he gave me it, and I fixed it up, and I put it all together today, and hopefully he'll be happy now with it because he was blowing stuff up with it. The ECX Ruckus 4x4. Also fun carbon fiber Arma. So, okay, Steve, email him. That'd be good. All right, good old Shen mod. Yep, the Shed mods. I got new tires for this beauty here. I told the guys this place I buy stuff on eBay, Apex RC, has all neat stuff for RC. So they had these are copies of the RC four-wheel drive outcroppers that I really like, and they don't make them anymore, RC four-wheel drive. So I got these to try out for the Doomsday. But I'm going to contact RC four-wheel drive and ask them if they can make the outcroppers again because they work really good. Filtico RC. I have 0 flying RCs. I had 2 helis. Yeah, helis are hard to fly, especially if it's the real one without the double bar. They got the single bar in the tail. They're like on pendulums. I used to try to fly those. I don't like them either. The new ones are better because they got gyros in them, so they're a lot easier to fly. Every time I buy a flying RC, I end up with a RC Buddha says every time he flies in a flying RC, he ends up with a box full of parts. I only have a few quads, and I have one little Cub airplane, a 3-channel when I fly sometimes. That one's pretty good. I'm not into flying stuff, but I might get a boat. Oh, the boats are the best. You got to get a boat, a brushless one. They're faster than the land cars, but they're on water. They scream. I got some brushless boats I built, but I didn't run them in years because the ponds keep getting the green stuff in them. So that's why I stopped running them. You can only run them like in the winter time or like early, like when it turns to spring or something. But I also got that big airboat, that one from Aquacraft, the brushless one. That one goes over the weeds and everything. It's awesome. Micron RC, heli would be cool. Yeah, helis are cool. I had a couple of them. The big thing is the drones. Everyone's into drones now. Before the drones, it was helicopters. Devlin RC, everything 02. Thanks for stopping in the house. Give me the thumbs up, brother. What's the car that is in the front of you? This one or this one? This one's the Doomsday Barrage, and this is the Kyosho Fox. Ford Fano 1's in the house. Tried one of those cheap air hog helicopters about a year ago. It's still stuck up in. That's the thing, those little helicopters, I don't think they're meant to fly outside because any little bit of wind blows them all off course. Model 90, did you? I used to, Model Nutty, I used to build hovercrafts. I used to have a nice, it was called the Hover Dart. I don't know if they still make it. It went like 22 miles an hour. It's called a Hover Dart. You put it together in a kit. If you want a good hovercraft model, it float on the water and on the ground. It was really good. It went like 20 miles an hour. It's called a Hover Dart. I don't know if they still make it. You gotta search. Yeah, especially if you have water right by you. If it doesn't have a lot of that green mold algae floating on it, then I'd say get a boat. If it has a lot of the algae floating all over it, I'd say get an airboat because you could run them right over weeds. I want to see you drive your Kyosho 5. Well, next time you see it's going to be in the mountain. That's where I'm going to be driving it. Only boat I have is the Pro Boat. Only problem is that there's hardly no lakes here in Texas. Yeah, you got to have water to run them. Devlin does everything O2, says he loves watching my vids on the Redcat. Cool, thanks. Appreciate it. I got to get that sucker out again, too. Okay, Shen, I emailed them about the TRX source for. Cool, thanks, Steve. Oh, I think I've seen those. Hovercraft will be cool. Yeah, Micron RC. I had this one you built from a kit. It was awesome. It was called the Hover Dart, and it was really fast. I think it went like 20 to 25 miles an hour. I forget who made it, but maybe if you search online the Hover Dart, maybe you could find it. I used to make my own airboats. I got some old videos of my old airboats I made by hand out of. I used to make it out of that thick foam they sell at Home Depot, the insulation. You carve it to the shape, and then you get that fiberglass cloth, and you put it on it with the epoxy, and you layer it, and you make a hull. And I used to make my own airboats like that. Would you, Devlin does everything RC. Would you do a video in the Kyosho file? I'm actually bringing this. I put these skid plates I've made on the, see the pumpkins in the center on there, Devin rather. I put them on there because I'm gonna try taking this up in the mountain and see how it does just for the hell of it. So there'll be a video of this from in the mountain. Hovercrafts are a bitch if the wind is blowing. Yeah, because they're like floating. Buy it, break it, fix it's in the house. Thanks for stopping in. I've been water bashing with the fox. It's fun. I never took my fox in the water. I only drove it in the snow. It's nice. It works really good in the snow. How much is the fox, Steve's asking? I think it's expensive. I think it's like $400 something. You don't want to run 6S in it, believe me. 2S in this thing is crazy. Just ask anyone on here how crazy it is. On 2S batteries, it's like a bolt of lightning. Goes right in it. Put 8S in it. Now, this thing here is a fun truck, even the Mag Force. They're fun trucks, but you can't beat on them like the E-Revos and the X-Maxes. This is a solid axle truck, so you can't really beat on it as much. You got to be kind of gentle bashing with it, but it's real fun to drive. You guys want to see my Cloudbuster? I think if you guys wanted to see it, I could go get it. I'll be right back. They just emailed me and said they have a red one. All right, let me go get my Cloudbuster. I'm back. Got the beauty here. Look at the rainbow colors coming out. See that? That's that Tamiya lame flake paint, guys. Get it and try a body. You coat it first. Then you paint a dark color behind it. That stuff is awesome. In the sun, you should see how this really makes them colors pop. Damn, my arm's tired holding this damn thing. Let me get rid of this beauty. Ugh. Here she is. The most fun beauty you'll ever have with one of these. I got the lexan body on it. Let me try to look at these comments because I was gone. I don't know if I missed anything. Shen, Larry has the red in stock. They just emailed me and said they have the red in stock. Well, when this is over, I'm going to look at the links and stuff and see, and maybe I could cancel my order and just order the red one. Did he give you a price on it? Does there buy it, break it, fix it? Subscribe. I love it. Yeah, everyone go subscribe to each other. If you ain't, you could subscribe to everyone. What a masterpiece. I had not drove my Clod. Oh, you're going to love the Clod. So much fun. It's not fast, but it's just the way it drives and it bounces and stuff. Well, I got some oil shocks on mine. I put 4 on it. But if you leave it stock with just the springs, when you do a little jump, it acts and looks just like a real monster truck the way it bounces. First, try it without oil shocks because it's kind of fun. Can you do a video? Devin does everything O2. He's asking, can you do a video on your RC collection? I actually got one. If you're talking to me about my collection, I just did one showing 50 of my cars. You just got to look on my channel. It's probably like from, I don't know, guys, what was it, a couple months ago? Just look back on the videos. You'll see I have them all on the ground. It's like the thumbnail's black with the cars in like a white circle. Just look at my videos on my channel. I have 50 of them and I show them all. So I do have that for you if you want to see it. Steve-O, Shen, ready my last comment. Shen, read my last comment. Where is it? Damn, it's up high. Just emailed me and they said they had a red kit in stock. So they have the red one in stock, right? So how much is it shipped to me though? Is it the same price as A mains? You know I paid what, $3.39 is it? Shipped? Oh, these comments. Now I know why when you guys get a lot of people in these chat thing, they can't see the comments. Can you do a sure. Can you call to Larry to see if Larry gonna update the website? I have a YouTube channel which is using only have 7 subs. Go sub Devin does everything O2. He only has 7 subs, so if you guys could sub him, get him up there, help him out. Ford Fan 01 says he had a Tamiya Juggernaut back in the day. Yeah, that was awesome. I wonder if they're going to ever re-release that. That would be a good one. I'm trying to look at these comments, guys. It's going like I'm going nuts here, so. Dev has 11 now. Cool. See, he's got 11. He went from 7 to 11. All right, I think I'm up to. If I missed anything, just re-ask. But anyway, here's my Clod. It's a fun-ass truck. If you guys want something that's not going to be blistering fast, but something that's really fun to drive. It's so fun when you hit the little jumps and stuff and it bounces just like a real monster truck. Of course, I had to go and make my own skid plates over the pumpkins. I made my own skid plates, and I have 2 20-turn motors in here. Steve, can you show under the Clod body? Show the chassis? Yeah, I'll show you the chassis. I was just saying right here, I made these aluminum skids on there. I'll take the body off. I got the sound. I got that sound box you guys know from when you hear my videos with this. I got that ESS1 sound unit in here. Also, sometimes when I make the grips, I make these little rubber discs, and I put them on the top of the body, so under the pins, just on the tops. It saves your body from getting ripped, but I don't really make them a lot. Every once in a while, I'll make a few of them. Here's what it looks like inside. See how I mounted the sound box in there? Filthy KRC says he's got to go. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, these are cool. You could upload so many sounds to them, too. You could upload everything. But anyway, that's the inside. I got the Traxxas, what is it, the EVX2 speed controller running in mine. And I got 2 20-turn motors in it. And I always tell guys who get Cloudbusters, if they want to make them a little faster and use the stock ESC and not burn it out, Get two 20-turn RC four-wheel drive crawler motors, and it'll make your clod get a lot more peppier. And they're like $10.99 each, them motors, and you could run all the stock electronics. And you don't have to buy any upgraded ESCs or anything. So that's the inside on this beauty. I put one oil shock on each corner because you don't really need four. And I think the top speed on this with a 2S LiPo is 16 miles an hour I tested. What's pissing Steve off? This is pissing me off. Shen is blind. It's hard to see all these comments. I'm sorry when you're trying to do something. Shen is blind. This is pissing me off. Steve, just write your comments again. I read your comment. You said they had it in stock, and they emailed you and said they had it in stock. But I asked you what was the price of it shipped that you could get it for, because I told you I got mine at A-Main for $339 shipped. So Cloud is the same top speed as my com. Yeah. Well, that's with stock. It's a lot slower with the 27 turns. I put the 20 turns and it gets that 16. Yeah, the clods don't have to be fast. They're just fun. And they work awesome in the snow. It's like the best one in the snow. Jasper, Shen should make a 606 Clava. 339 ship. Well, when this is over, I'm going to see what I could do with the email. Maybe I'll cancel my order and I'll have him get it for me off of him. Does he take credit card over to how does he do it off of his site? Does he take a credit card? Does he have on his site where he can accept credit card payments? Same price. Yeah, that's good price. I sent you the price 1,000,000 times. You missed the comment. Oh, well, I ain't looking at my emails right now. I'm only on this thing. I ain't looking at my emails. $339. Ship today. So he takes credit card over the site. So when this is done, could he hold it for me? But I don't want him to hold it because I don't know if A-Main shipped it out yet. So I better wait till this is done, and I'll look at the email you sent me, and then I'll go from there, because I don't want to, if A-Main may have shipped it today, I'm not sure, because I don't know. When this is over with, I'll look at it, and we'll go from there, Steve. I'll contact you. So that's my Cloud Beauty. And sorry I missed the comments. I think what am I doing? So that's my Cloud, and there it is. And she's a beauty. Next time you guys paint a lexan body, I'm telling you, get the tamiya lame flake, spray it on the underside as thick as you want, or thin in different areas, or the whole thing. Then paint it like a dark color, and when you go out in the sun, you'll see it looks awesome. Everyone's subbing it for everyone now, so that's good. This thing looks like a mini-me next to this one. Oh, the clod's killing it. Mini. Nice. Look at them tire differences. Look at the clod's tires next to that. That's funny. Yeah. That's not a truck, mate. That's a truck. I better look at this. Steve's asking something. He may get mad. Steve, do you have lexan body? Yeah, this is the lexan body. See? Makes it handle better. And you don't have to worry about screwing up your beauty masterpiece. Like my other one, I painted nice, and I don't like flipping it and ruining it. Don't mount mini-me from behind. Oh, God, I'm missing out on a comment here. I'm going nuts. Wayne Keebler's in the house. Hit the thumbs up. I got some new tires and wheels for this. I'm going to do another video, but I'll show you real quick so you can see them. Where the hell did I put them? They're somewhere around here. I don't know where I put them, so I'll show you in the... Oh, here they are. Here they are, Wayne. I got these bead locks for this one here. So it'll be like that with them on there. You see the tread pattern's really nice. So I can't wait to put them on. I got them from a guy. I always get stuff on eBay, ECX Rc. Right there. And I'll be doing another video showing, and I'll give him more props to this guy because he's a nice guy and has a lot of cool stuff for RC. Let me see if anyone asked me anything. I'm getting jammed up with these comments go so fast. Omar's in the house. That's your name. I got it right. I remembered, right? I hope that's right. I'm looking at I've been working on my my brother brought, let me show you here. Brought this thing here. This ECX Ruckus 4x4. My brother brought it here because my niece's boyfriend got it and they made it brushless, and they've been having problems with everything exploding on it. The rear wheels, the hexes would just strip and melt in there, and everything was messed up. The motor fell out, so he brought it to me, and I just overhauled the whole thing and put it back together and meshed everything, set the slipper clutch, and tightened everything up for him. So I hope now when he gets it, he'll be happy instead of he was frustrated because he just got it and had a lot of problems. Let me see these comments here. Nice new tires. Yeah, they're pretty cool looking. They're like the copy of the ones I have on this one here. The RC4 drive outcroppers. I'm going to try to get them to make them again because they were nice tires. Oh my God, these comments are flying. I've wanted a 4x4 Ruckus for a minute now. I have, I don't think I like it. Omar, I like this way better. This is my Arma, the granite 4x4. It's not as long, the wheelbase. But after working on that thing, it's like almost like a Tamiya TTO2 rally car kind of platform with all the screws you have to take apart to get at stuff. This one here comes apart with a few screws. They made it like come out in like modules. It's much better to work on. I'd rather get one of these before those. Steve, it would be cool to see people do the Tamiya build Cloudbuster. Yeah, I'd have mine finished already. I'd be like, bling. Steve says, I'll send they can let you know what's up. All right, thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. Good to hear. And I do the Arma stuff better. Yeah. After seeing that and working on that one there, it's like you have to take a million screws out to get at stuff, and it's like under stuff and complicated. The Arma is so easy to work on. Devin does everything 02 is asking me, what is your fastest RC? I'm not that kind of like a fast guy with the RCs, but my fastest one is the I'd say it's the Arma Raider XL. It goes like 60 plus. I think you can make it go. I'm more of an old school, did everything. Now I just take it easy with normal RCs that go like 30 and stuff. Did you ever take a look at the Tamiya High? Ford fan 01, I had a Tamiya High Lift. I had it with the everything in there, the engine thing and the exhaust that shook. Had it for a couple years, and I ended up selling it. Clods are the best. Everyone should have one of these. To hear this great sound the tires make. Omar says, I've had a built Clod for 4 years that I have never run. Oh my God. I'm so behind on products that I get paid. Oh my God, you gotta run it. They're so fun. I have one car also, I have to admit. I got the new the sand, what the hell is it? The Sand Rover. I built it. I have to admit, I built it, painted it, it's all together, ready to run. That's one of my cars out of all of them. I didn't even run it yet. I actually got to run it and make a video. It's the only one I didn't run out of them all. I was like, why didn't I run that? Mike Rc says his Bandit will do 60 plus. If you could keep the front. Yeah, you got to put a wing on the front, a high wing to push it down, the air. RC Basher Boys he's leaving now. So thanks for coming in. As always, I appreciate it. Take care. I run my Argos a lot. I sold my previous Cloud 6 years ago. Yeah, I like the Cloud. It's fun. Steve-O says, Jasper, will we have 3 Clouds and the RC fans are Shen's, yours, and mine? I have a bullhead too. Same thing, different body. Basher Bond, Micron needs one. Everyone needs a Cloudbuster. They're fun. Yeah, probably put a front wing on your Bandit. That way when you go fast, it'll push the front down. RC Basher Boy told me that he didn't like Clod. It's not his type. Everyone has their own preference. I just like them. They're like cool as hell. Speaking of the Arma Granite, Driftomatic just put a video on his a minute ago. Did he put a big motor in it? Yeah. It's so much better with this on it because you don't ruin your paint work. I made mine nice looking, and I remember I was driving it a few times. The back over here gets all chipped up, and then the top lights and the front corners. So I just got this one here, and I've always run this body, the lexan one. Once in a while, maybe in the snow, I'll use my real body. JD Passel, I don't like plastic body because it would overheat the ESC. My Tamiya lunchbox is too hot for the ESC. I don't see how a plastic body would overheat. It should be the same. Could just be that big ass motor you put in that lunchbox. I don't like my Tamiya. You should get the dual steering mod for your Cloud. Ford fan, I got the dual steering on my bullhead. This one I just put a high torque servo in there with I changed the plastic piece out on it, and I got an aluminum one, the servo horn that's larger, so it gives it more steering, and this one actually works pretty good. My bullhead, I have the dual mounted the steering servos. Maybe the black body makes it hot. JD Passel, are you running the big Hornet size pinion gear in your lunchbox or the brass small one? Maybe you should put the brass small one on. It'll probably run cooler because that fast 35, what is it? You got the 35 100 kV, 3,500 in there with that big pinion gear is probably heating up. Driftomatic is probably running it on 6S. He'll probably be next. He'll be tearing it out when his gears will be ripped. Yeah, Wayne, you got to get a Cloudbuster. That's fun right here. They're not fast. You could run the stock ESC and buy like the RC 4-wheel drive 20-turn motors. They're like $10.99 each. You get 2 of those. You could run it on 2S LiPo. I clocked it. It's only 16 miles an hour, but it's fun. Yep. He's using the VXL system, and he's using the big, I think it's a 17-tooth Hornet gear. In the lunchbox, if he used the brass one, it would probably run cooler, but it'd probably get so much torque, he'd probably end up breaking it. Omar loves his grasshopper with the super power system. That's crazy. I don't know how the hell he drives that thing. Maybe once they get going so fast they don't hop, they just float over everything. A VXL system in the Clod. No, you don't want to do that in one of these. I know what guys do. You could run a good ESC like I got the EVX2 from Traxxas. You could run 2 HPI 15-turn Firebolt motors. That's about as fast as you want it. Because even with the 20-turn motors on 2S LiPo, it's pushing it. They tend to, you could break them a lot easier than stock. Yeah, 16's good. Any more than that, you're in the danger zone. Yeah, Omar saying you could run 3S LiPo on the stock setup with the quick run little dual ESC. You could run 3S and that'll make it go fast. And guys say the stock 27 turn silver can motors, they last really long on 3S, so they don't break easy too. Steve says he runs the 2S in his class. Yeah, you could change your motors to the RC four-wheel drive, cheap 1099 20-turn rock crawl motors. That's what I have in my bullhead. You could run that off the stock ESC with 2S and it'll be fine. And you'll get a little more speed if you want it a little better. JD Passel, yeah, if you run 3S, you use the stock setup and the motors, I would just get the steel pinion gears for the gearboxes. Omar needs a dancing rider. Steve-O's having a build now with those. I don't know. I told him I just don't like that dancing rider thing. When I first seen it, I'm like, it's just, I don't like that. Only thing I like about it is Wild Willie's driving it. In case RC vendor, you need a higher opportunity. Oh, if you're in a club that says you can only run a certain motor, we wouldn't want you to cheat now, would we, Steve? You wouldn't want to cheat on the other guys racing, would you? Haven't owned a Clod in years, but I set up my Stampede with the Clod tires. Holy crap. Stampede with Clod tires? That's crazy. JD Pass, yeah, they don't let you post links for some reason on the live chat. I don't know why. I've tried that a few times. People ask me something like, oh, yeah, go here. They have this. And you can't post. Now it said one left. One left of what? Cloudbusters? I also put in my Cloudbuster on the bevel gear pins and the little spider gears, the inside. I put the anti-wear grease and it kind of makes it not spin up as much. Also, that stuff works good. You only want to use it in the pins and the bevel gears. And on the side ones, you don't want to use it on any other gear because it'll slow you down. I am still waiting for a dancing rider in Larry's website. I just don't like that dancing rider. To me, I never liked it. I seen it like, eh. Are you gonna put a brushless system in the dancing rider? One of the mini VXL systems in it? That'd be funny as hell. I might say one pod left, but as soon as it's gone, they'll have another one come in 2 days later. Yeah, usually hobby shops now get stuff like in 2 days. I've seen them videos with the things and rider running brushless. That must be crazy with the brushless in there. I can't imagine seeing that thing with a brushless. They have brushless systems for $20 on Amazon. Steve, I would run it first stock because you never know. They might run pretty good stock. You could actually probably buy one of them little motors for like them other cars who they have the 1/18 scales or the littler cars. They have the same size. I think they're like a 280 motor, and maybe it's a 380. I'm not sure. You could probably buy one of those hop-up motors and pop it right in. You could use all the stock stuff. You don't have to go brushless, I don't think. The Wild Willie will be in for a ride of his life with a brushless system. I got so many RCs out here, the floor's filled with them. Danny Passel, that's not for me. I don't like it at all. I can't. I don't know. I seen it running. I'm like, who the hell would want that thing? So, question mark. I always build car stock, run first that way, and hop up. Even if I bought hop ups at the time of vehicle purchase, I like to see how it works stock without. That's how I am. I mostly run them stock, and then after a while, I'll put like a faster motor or something in it, just to get a feel of how it is stock and how it performs. And that way you could know what you could change and make it like if you're gonna get like a car like a Hornet and then put like a crazy VXL brushless system in it off the bat, you'd be like, oh, that's not good. So if you rode it stock, you would know it would never handle that. You may go a little faster, but putting one of those in it's like insane. Sadie Passel's like, what the hell? That's called the JDM method. I don't know how he rides that. You know how they drive. But a 540, they feel fast and they can't like handle. So I can't imagine having that VXL system in that thing. It must be so crazy. Come on, Shen, only 96 and everyone's camera. I hate that thing, Steve. I'm not buying it. I bought a lot of Tamiyas, but I'm not buying one of those. You can set it up a little worse and race around. Fun. I used to have the motorcycles, the two-wheeled, like the Ducati one. I think Thunder Tiger made it and had a couple other, and they were fun. But this three-wheel thing, I just don't like it. Yeah, the hoppers are a handful with a 540. It's good enough. think he wants to get one. I don't know if he has the kit already. Give me 2 months, I'll get a dancing rider and make such an amazing video that Steve will be forced to get one. Are you gonna jump it off that cliff? Motorcycles are kind of cool, but when you drive them, they're kind of weird. They kind of, when you drive them in turn, they're like a slow reaction because it kind of feels like they wander where they walk kind of a lot. Kind of feels like the guy driving is like on the motorcycle drunk all the time. They're not precise like a regular RC. They kind of hard to protect. Like if you had a course, it's hard to drive. It's not like an RC car that kind of flop around and go a little out of course. Trail Buddies is in the house. How you doing, brother? Hit the thumbs up for me. True Buggy is in the house. That's what they look like. It looks like kind of a jiggle a lot. Yeah, like they're drunk. Oh, I just don't like that three-wheeled thing. Like I told Steve-O, the only thing I like in it is the Wild Willie driver. I was just in Japan and I can't believe what that dancing rider thing is a real wheel. They drive them all up. It is a real vehicle. Oh my God. That's funny. I just don't like it, Steve. It's something I would never buy for some reason. It's just that doesn't do nothing for me. I'm not even joking. It looks just like the model. They flop left and right, and they actually look like they handle perfectly fine. People pack. When they drive, though, don't the people get like flung left and right when they're tilting in it? There's probably a lot of throw up on the windows. The people get sick driving them. Shen will end up getting one. Micron RCs with me. I don't like them things. It would be cool to change dancing rider body to turn into Harley Davidson three-wheeler motorcycle. Imagine the guy who invented it. Let's make a vehicle that tosses the people from side to side so they could go around the streets. And we'll make them all sick and they'll be throwing up in the cockpit. Maybe a little bit, but like they're in the seat pretty good. And they see it's like when you ride a dirt bike in the mountain or in the woods, you lean. Oh, they're going to turn. Better go that way. I guess, but I don't know how violent it tilts you. If it's a smooth tilt, or is it like if it's like the RC car, kind of like flops really hard and fast. It's probably slow and real. The real one probably has like a hydraulic and it goes slow. Designed it to simulate drunk driving. Nope. Ford fan, never owned the King Blackfoot. Had the original one, and that was it. Never owned another Blackfoot again. Oh, I'm sure it's like butter. Yeah, it's probably got some like shock absorber like things that go real smooth. It would be cool to see Dancing Rider run off road. Does it even have a suspension on that thing or not? Or is it just stiff like axles? No, it's way smoother than the RC. It's articulated in the exact same way though. Yeah, it's probably like a smooth ride. It's probably a smooth tilt. I think I can draw it in the fars. I don't even know. Does it have any type of suspension on it at all, guys? If it does, you might be able to go like on a dirt with it. Those darn RV trends. Depends on the servo, how much it turns or how fast. Well, I think it has to flop to the side to make the wheel flop. And that's how they turn even the dirt bikes and the regular on-road RC ones. The wheel flops the opposite way you turn to turn the way you want. So the wheel will go left to make you go right. It does have a suspension. So there you go. You could take it off-road and maybe you could put some screws through the tires and make some little knobbies. I think it does have springs in the rear. GJ, the RC guy, saying he thinks it has springs in the rear. Does the front have anything? Like a fork-loaded spring, maybe? Tamiya, yeah, if the Tamiya made a quad, a 250R quad ATC, that would be a beauty. It looks like there's suspension. I haven't opened it up. It may have, usually the motorbikes have a little spring inside the fork that compresses a little bit. Omar's saying it has one spring in the rear, but I don't know about the front if it has anything. They may not have it in the front because I guess they figured it's for on-road. They may not need it. How did my freaking body get in the garbage can? Ugh. Over here. Oh, these trucks are heavy. It's a weird cam slide suspension. A cam slide suspension. That's in the rear, right? That's in the rear. One spring in the rear on a cam slide suspension, he's saying. Usually too busy building. You have 20-something no videos. Just a spring for the steering. Oh, it has a return centering spring, but it doesn't have a spring in the like forks. Usually the motorcycles I had, they have like two springs in the fork to make it go up and down the wheel. Tamiya needs to make a new trail. Yeah, Ford fan 01, I agree. Tamiya needs to make some new cars too. They've been re-releasing them so long, they probably don't pay. They probably have no guys that build them anymore, so they can't make new cars. They just keep making old ones. That's funny. They have no engineers to design new cars. like a torque rod. I guess at least the back has a little suspension. The front apparently doesn't have anything. Cut the forks and make some modification. Put some 2 big pen springs in there. Would have been cool. Built the lunchbox things. Canadian Drone Network's in the house. How you doing? Appreciate it. Give me the thumbs up, guys. Helps me out here. Looks like there's springs in the forks. Steve's saying it might have springs in the forks. Model Nutty has cars, boats, planes, helis, quads. Yeah, I got cars, boats, planes, quads. I used to have helicopters too, but I gave them beauties up. Oh, I had hovercrafts too. Take care, Omar. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Oh, this thing's a heavy beast. They say the servo's weak in this truck here. I didn't have no problems with it going 6 miles in the mountain yet. So far, so good. Hey guys, check out Proline. Protoform F1. I think we're gonna get that to work. I don't know what that is. The body. Not a bad habit of scratch building stuff too. Yeah, everyone does their own thing. As long as you're having fun, right? Oh, Steve, watch the front pins on the barrage CVD. They will pop loose and bind. Did you have to did he have a set screw that you could tighten with thread lock on it? Is that what you did, re-thread lock yours? Or you could put a piece of heat shrink wrap around the CV drive so they can't come out. Maybe I could do that. My brother said it's a bad idea to sell kidney. Yes, but I just pushed the pins back for now. You could probably go around them with a heat shrink tubing so they can't come out. Or actually, I might even just put a dab of shoe goop glue over it and let it dry. That'll hold it too from coming out if you do it over each end. I was thinking about that. I was fearing they may come out. Depending if someone used thread lock right or not, that's one of the things you have to worry about. They have these weird small ones that front chopper. Look out, he's flipping the exhaust pipes. How the hell do you flip them? What's it look like when you flip them? Instead of going down like this, they go up higher? I can't think of what it would look like. I don't know. We'll have to see. All I know is I got mine, and I carved out with the Dremel and the exhaust. It looks much nicer now, like three-dimensional, like there's a hole actually there. So that made it look really, really good. If you can see it. I liked what I did to that. Yeah, I'm gonna probably either just put a little dab of that shoe glue over the pin and a little bit of the metal. I'll clean it up and let it dry. That'll hold it from coming out. Or I don't know, I don't feel like ripping it apart and putting the heat shrink. I don't know how much you gotta take apart again to do that. Maybe I'll put heat shrink. Steve says it looks like I got forks. They don't look like forks. They look like those forks when you had in school. It was like a spoon with a fork on the front. Leave my forks alone. Model nutty. Oh, video froze when you were looking at it. Is it freezing? Is that good? Could you see it? Have you heard of any new lightweight battery that could give energy even when cut in half? Still works and has no fire. It's a brand new battery type. Soft solid. It's nothing. 817 LDS. I heard of new battery technology that you could cut in half and it's real thin and it don't burn. But that's probably not going to be out for the future. Drop by to support the channel. I like all your videos. You do. Canadian Drone Worship, I appreciate it. Thanks. Model Nutty. It does look cool though. The pipe sweep up and run down outwards. We'll have to see. I like my forks the way they are. Steve's gonna hound me every time I show it in a video. He's gonna make fun of my fork exhaust. Heat shrink will work. Careful, will glue. I did it in my old one, but made the CVD stiff. Yeah, the trick is when you use a little bit of glue, you go around the end of the pin in the little hole. You put a little dab of like grease on it, and then you put it or oil on it. Then you put the goop on there and let it dry. That way it won't stick to the pin or nothing. But I may put the heat shrink rack on there, but I don't know. Maybe you just got one someone put together not good, and maybe it was a fluke. Cause I went 6 miles with mine, and my pins didn't come out. So I think they're probably in right. Probably you got someone who built yours not good. I bet you they probably didn't put thread lock. I'll change it. Looks much fun. Fork you, Shen. Fork you, Steve. You know you like them. You know you like them. Come on, man. You can't get a dance. I hate that dancing rider. Would you leave me alone? Where am I on these comments now? Micron RC, he's off to the hobby shop. Take care. Thanks for stopping in. Anyone in Micron RC? I want to drunk it. Model Nutty. Then again, don't flip them. They look like Harry Potter Nimbus 2000s. I'll have to see. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to flip it and see what the hell you're talking about. My barrage never had any trouble. Yeah, I didn't have any trouble. I went 6 miles and the pins didn't come out. I'm thinking maybe someone who put his together didn't do a good job, because sometimes you get someone who puts it together and they don't do a good job. +10 miles you put on it. Shen Rc later saying, see ya, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I don't know, it does look cool flip. I see voodoo. Flip it now. I want to see it too. I'll flip it. I'll freaking flip it. Let me move this crap out. Oh, no, not crap. Let me move this beauty out of the way. I'll be back in a second. I got like 4 cars here. I can't even walk. Let me move these. That there. All right. Let me see what this big flipping deal is about this trick here. These guys are making me flip my forks. What the hell? I didn't sign up for this flipping shit. Here it is. They're making me flip my forks. I don't know. Looks pretty sweet to me. Flipping it. I don't believe this. What are they saying now? I got some great video of my doomsday stock tires on my thrashers. Oh, a TJ the RC guy. I got some new tires for mine. Let me show you. See these ones on here? The flipping forks is interrupted. It'll be done in a little while. You see these tires on this WL Toys? They're the original RC 4-wheel drive outcroppers, and I like them. They work really good. This guy, I buy stuff on eBay all the time, Apex RC. He had clones of them, but they're on beadlock wheels. I'm going to make a video tomorrow, and I'll probably upload it soon to give props to this guy because he's a nice guy. But they're the same as the outcroppers. So I got these, and I'm going to put them on here like this. They're a little bigger than these All-Stars, like probably only a couple millimeters. And I hope they work good because this pattern here works awesome. I'm going to call RC 4-wheel drive and try to get them to make them again because they discontinued them. And the reason I got these is because these All-Stars work good on dry, but in the water they slip like crazy. So I'm hoping these ones will work good. So we'll see. The foam's a little stiff in these. I might cut them like little triangles out of them a little bit to make it softer. All right, now let's see. Let me see. Where am I with these comments? You try it. You like it. Earn these views. The audience has spoken. I think you have been on live feed more than 1 hour. Like the look of those, man. Yeah, they're pretty nice. Sweet tires, man. Can't wait. Oh, to do the heat shrink. Just take the knuckle. Oh, you just have to take the knuckles off then? I may just do it too. That's what I'm going to try. All right. To all my viewers that call my nice modded exhaust I did here, and I bent it nice, sticking out, looks like a beauty. And they call it the fork exhaust, thanks to Steve-O, making fun of it. And they all want me to flip it, and I don't know what the hell that means, but I'm going to try it now. I'm going to try flipping it. I probably look better without exhaust on the sides, I bet. I should use my screw gun. This takes forever. Flip it. I say flip it. Flip it good. You may not remember that song from the 80s. I know, they made them like too long. They made the screws like they're gonna hold up a real exhaust or something. Forks Magna Flow. No, I have pipes on my Camaro exhaust, so it'll be Forks Pipes exhaust. I think they made the screws like probably about half too long. They could have been half the size. Nathan likes drums. Hello. You can eat dinner with those. See how I melted the shit out of them? I heated them up with a blowtorch. I don't know if you could see it better there in the light here. It burnt the chrome off. I heated it up, and I was like, grabbed the end. I was like, yeah, worked. See you later, trailblazing buddies. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Oh, watch your blower. Mine took a little roll and broke the blower on the front bit. The blower? Oh, the top? Mine stood intact. I could see I got a hit mark on a rock. Must have nailed it when I flipped. Mine stood on there, so goop glue it on. It won't. You just use some goop glue on there. TJ, it'll never come off again. All right, where was I? Flipping the. What's up, Steve? Flipping the blue Mike Burgess RC's in the house. All right, let me see. That's the stock. So it's going to look like this. Now it looks like I got freaking arms coming out. You put them on like this. You think that looks better? You guys actually think that looks better. I'm doing good here, Mike. I'm just playing around. I showed a few RCs and stuff I had to work on for my niece's boyfriend. One of his trucks kept breaking. I had to fix it up for him. But they got me to try to flip my exhaust to forks. But I don't know. This kind of looks like a skeleton arm coming out down sideways. I don't like it, right? Tell the truth, TJ. Mine looks better like a fork, right? I'll just screw it on a little bit so we can take a look at it. I think I like my fork better. I'm going to screw it on just a hair, just to hold it in place so you guys can see it. I think it looks like a skeleton arm coming out of the side of my truck. Me and TJ have the same taste, I could tell. Wait, that looks like a freaking arm coming out, guys. I had this. It's backwards. There's no other way. That's how you put the one on from the right to the left. It looks like a freaking arm coming out of It looks like it's about to swim. Yeah, I'll call. I'll see what you said in the email, and if I could, I'll cancel my order if they didn't ship it out, because I could just exit out because they don't charge you yet. That's the flipped look. What are you, crazy? Guys, does that look like my truck grew an arm? Wait, let me shake your hand here, Sonny. Woo! Oh. Oh. I don't like it. I like it normal. It looks like a cartoon character. Hey, my name's Jimmy the Truck. Keep the zombies off the window screen. I like it the other way. I tried it. I tried. I'll stick with the forks. Unless I just leave it like this and I put a servo on it. I can put a servo on it and activate the arm. Hello! Oh, that's funny. That's so funny. To me, it looks like, do you have your exhaust cut differently? Because mine just looks like an arm. That's so funny. Thanks for showing us the flipping option. I think you need to put I think when you flip it like that, you need to put a servo on it so you can actually move the arm while you're driving. Mine. TJ says mine it cut like yours, but a little shorter. Yeah. I'll take the forks. The fork method. No one's making fun of my forks anymore after they seen them on backwards. I fucking put it. You believe me? I put it on backwards. Oh, I'm joking around so much. I actually put it on backwards. Oh my God. Put the wrong one on. All this work. All this extra work. Wonder if you could put a fork on here. If I had a plastic fork, I may just mount that on the side. Where's my drill? I had enough of this. Just use a butter knife. What else do you want me to do? You want me to disassemble this for any odd reason? Oh, well, at least you guys got to see it. I was wondering what it would look like too. I didn't think it would look like that. I thought it would have looked better. It looked kind of freaky looking to me. And there she is. It's all forked up. Forks win every time, brother. JGRC's in the house. I'm doing good. These guys made me put my exhaust on this one on the opposite side and flip it. But we all came to the conclusion that it looked like I grew an arm out of my truck. Legendary Explorers in the house. How you doing? Hit that thumbs up for me, brother. I need some of those boosted adhesive remover pads at your house. I have to tape resin on them. Oh, this, guys, when I make my other video tomorrow, I'm gonna have some more stuff on this guy on the eBay. This Apex RC guy has the big rolls of that red stick tape that's clear, the gelatin looking one. I always use it. I bought so many rolls from him. It's really good because you could stick stuff down, and if you have to take it off, like after a year or a couple years, it's easier to get off, and you pull it slow and it comes off clean. It don't leave any foam or sticking stuff on the surface. So watch out. It'll be in my next video. I'll show you guys. Let me put this beast back together. So I'm going to probably just do the shrink wrap on there for the hell of it, TJ. Just to be safe than sorry. That's it. Beautiful. I thought I had a nail stuck in the tire. Pulls back. I have a video of my grasshopper brushes. How's the Redcat Gen7 hold up? TJ's asking. This? Let me move this little beauty here. If anyone wants a sticker, contact me on my homepage. Email me, and make sure you don't leave a message because they're always screwy. Do the email type thing where you can email me and I'll send you out a sticker here, one of my stickers. Well, anyway, this has been the Gen 7 so far. Perfect. I went a lot of times in the woods in the mountain with it. No problems yet. I just have to test it again because I adjusted my shocks on it to angle them in more like this so you can see it's softer now. Before, I noticed when I was on the trail, the back and front looked like sometimes it didn't conform to the terrain good. So I did that and moved the shocks in like that on both the front and rear, and it's smoother now. But yeah, this thing has been working good. No problems with it yet. Went a lot in the mountain with it. The only problem I don't like about it is, again, the tires work good when it's dry. When you hit water with these Gen 7 tires, they come like ice, slippery as hell. JGRC is asking, is that a Chevrolet? Actually, it's a no-name brand. No, it's not no real body. They just made it. It looks kind of like a Chevy Blazer and a Jeep Cherokee together to me, kind of. It looks like a Jeep and the Blazer. Yeah, TJ. So I didn't try it yet. So I have to go back up there and try it. I got so many things I want to try up there, like the other truck I mentioned and the Fox I want to bring up there. I still got to bring this. I fixed this one here and I put a new servo in it and I lengthened the steering rods to make the steering straight. I bent the A-arms to make it so it steers better on the ground. I got to try this again up there. Too many I have to test now. Must be like silicone type. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I have some old first gen RC four-wheel drive tires. I think they're silicon compound mixed with rubber, and they never grip real good. When they get on water, they get slippery. That's what these are too. They're like good gripping, but water gets on them and they slip. JGRC, what do you people think about the HGP47 Bruiser clone? Because I think it's awesome. The guy I know, Ampros, does videos on there, and actually looks like it might be better than the Tamiya. It was pretty good. Yeah, TJ, unfortunately in the mountains you take a beating, so I'm going to be like taking a beating going with all these videos. Yeah, I could tell. You can feel these tires. They feel like silicone. And it's funny, the silicone-based tires that have it mixed with the rubber, the tire traction compounds and stuff really don't affect the grip on them ones also. That's how you could tell they're like a silicone compound. You put it on a natural rubber tire and they get real grippy. The Bruiser clone looks to be real good. If you were gonna get a Bruiser, you don't want to spend all that money, I would say get it. RC Voodoo printed a truck bed for his Gen 7. It looks awesome. I seen a guy with a Gen 7. He had like the body cut. I don't know who it was. He had the body cut like this, and he had like a flatbed on it, like with wood and stuff or something, and the back was off. And it actually looked really nice. He's like, "Oh, that was me." The stock barrage tires surprised me. I didn't give them a try, but I was thinking of putting them on a CC01, the Touareg, and just trying that out. I just went right with these. I didn't try them. I think if you got the stock ones and you somehow got the foams to be a little softer, they probably would work good. Because the rubber compound's good on them. It's just they're a little hard. Legendary, take care, Shen. Thanks for stopping in. I ordered some. That's what I thought too. The phone was too stiff. Yeah, it's too stiff. I don't know if you could put something inside the wheel. I remember a long time ago, guys might have used to put something inside the wheel. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to say this is it, but like something like acetone or some kind of chemical, and it would make the foam get softer, but I don't know what it is. There was a way to make the foam softer. Exomatic RC stopping in. He's saying, "What's up, sneaky snakes?" You will see in the next video I post how the stock tires do. I know I seen the stock tires actually work pretty good. See a lot of people using them, but I just didn't want it to look like that anymore. I wanted it to look like a scale truck. Acetone probably just melt the foam. Yeah, there's something else you put in there. I know guys do it. It makes the foam softer. Actually, with these tires, I sealed them, so they're kind of hard. That's probably why this truck looks kind of bouncy in the trails. I sealed them so when I go in the water, nothing gets in there, but they're kind of hard. Model Nutty says he always wanted a mini Tamiya Tam Tech. I used to have one of those. I don't think they're talking about the Tam Techs. I think they're talking about those little like clones. They're like 30-second scale, like of the lunch boxes and stuff. I don't think they're RC cars. They're like stomper 4x4s. Oh yeah, there's so many of them little RC cars out now, the Mini Zs and all these other little ones that work really good. No, what's good about this truck now? The first generation, you couldn't put a normal size steering servo. At least with this one now, you don't have to use their stock little short back servo. You can put like a regular good servo in here to get more power out of the steering. If you were forced to ride all your RCs but one, which one? Oh God, RC Voodoo's asking me if I was forced to hayride all my RC cars but one, which one would you keep? You have to pick. Oh my God. If you were only allowed to have one, it's not going to be the one I like really, but it's going to be the one that I think you'll have the most fun and you'll be able to do multiple RC tasks, different types of driving, and it'll be the best RC just to have for doing everything. RC Voodoo, I'd have to say that the twin hammers would be the best because it's got the 2-speed. You could go fast and you could bash it. You could go on dirt, street. You could do everything. Then you got the low speed and you could go crawling with it. So I think the best one to have out of all mine would be the twin hammers because stripped of all your RCs, this one will give you the ability to have fun like how multiple RCs do. Not too small for the Will Toys brick. Yeah, this is funny. I had this out the other day because I worked on it. I did a lot of stuff. I gotta I have a video footage. I'm gonna put that together of what I did. But I had this out the other day and I took out my twin hammers and I parked it right next to it. It's exactly the same but small. This is like 1/12 scale and the twin hammers is big. They copied it. It's like almost exactly the same. It's amazing. Still running stock. Yeah, I still got it. This went a lot in the mountain. This just went 6 miles with that the Doomsday. This went 6 miles with me and my brother. I'm gonna have a challenge video of them both going at once. Went 6 miles with this, and I went many times. You've seen in my video in the mountain with this, but you guys only see a little bit. Like if I do a little like video, I could go like 4 miles and only show a little bit of the clip. But I went a lot with this so far. Everything's held up. I guess with the 80 turn motor, it doesn't have as much grunt to twist everything up because it goes so slow. That the little one runs great. Yeah, this is the small one. I fixed it up. I don't know if you've seen my other live feed. I can't unscrew this now, but I took out that servo. I don't know if you remember I had a video. I got some servos off eBay. I took that out because it wasn't steering good. And I had a kyosho one from the Foxx, like an extra one, a Metal Gear waterproof. I put that in there. and I bent the A-arms on this so the caster isn't tilt back as much. It's less, so it steers better when it's on the ground. And I also cut the steering rods here, and I lengthened them because it had so much toe out. It was ridiculous. So now it's like more straight, so it steers much better now. And that's another one I have to go test now after I fixed it up. Yeah, I put another ESC in it too because that other one from the twin hammers was cocking out. I don't know why. I haven't taken mine out of the box yet. I'm just going to drive one of my RCs around with one of my real snakes in the cockpit over here. I don't need stickers. Some of you guys seen I had a snake here one time. No, but this thing's now, it still has all the plastic gears in it. I had no problems. I modified the front suspension, like I said, and heated them up and changed the angle of the A-arms so it has less caster. I did that steering rod length, and I put real electronics in it. I had the Fly Sky. I put a 1060 easy quick run ESC in there now, and I got the Kyosho Servo. So now it's really, I can't wait to try it. I think it's going to work like a beauty. JCRC Outdoors Tech is in the house. Hi, how you doing? Good news I had today was that I got a partner in regards to job. Oh, well, now you're going to start getting all the RC cars. These guys probably can't see the bottom. You probably can't really see the bottom of this thing, but it's road rash to crap. It's really scraped up. I know this camera probably don't pick it up, but it's beat up, scraped. I went miles with it. I'm surprised it didn't break. It's unbelievable, this thing. JCRC Outdoors Tech. Did you get my text, Steve? You talking to me or Steve-O? Okay, we'll see you later, TJ, the RC guy. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for the tip on the barrage CVDs. See you later. These tires on this thing, the foam's deteriorated in them a little bit, like a lot. It's so jelly. And look at this. The tires, it's like the foam shrunk in them, so the tires get like really flat, and it's like really like wobbly, like it's like gelatin. It's funny. They work good though, these tires, but they're kind of soft now. Jake Thornhill's asking, can you make a 1/24 6x6 crawler? You can make anything if you put your mind to it, I guess so. How's the foam? I don't know. These are very old. They're from RC 4-wheel drive tires. They don't even make them anymore. They're the outcrop. What are they? Outcroppers or something? Yeah, outcroppers. And you could see when I push it, there's no foam. Then I hit the foam. They like got deteriorated. They shrunk. If I take these wheels off and I shake them, it sounds like there's something in them, like a donut wiggling back and forth. The foam shrunk so much it's moving around inside the tires. Jake, nah, I'm not into that small four-wheel drive stuff. I like my RGT, but I don't want to make nothing go crazy like that. Would be cool though. Exotomic. I think it's actually probably from always getting like water on them. You know how foam naturally degrades? It's probably from over time and probably also from getting them wet and they dry out. They probably just deteriorated a little bit because they're like really gone. I can't explain. You take a tire off and shake it, it knocks back and forth and around in there, the foam. You can actually hear it. Model Nutty, some soft fishing baits. Put them next. Yeah, I know all about that. I'm an avid fisherman. I love fishing. You put them plastic worms on the wrong surface, and there it goes. They melt right in. I custom make my own lures with that plastic, the portable stuff. Shit, my iPod's about to die. I'll have to charge it up when I go back to the garage. Yeah, I've been on here for a while. It's going to be 3 hours. What the hell? Holy crud. We had fun talking about all sorts of crap, though. But the best part was my fork pipes. I don't know what it is with the tires, but they're old. I don't know how old these are. They gotta be, who the hell knows? These could be like 8 years old. I'm not even sure. They work so good. These outcroppers that I'm going to contact RC four-wheel drive and ask them if they could remake them again. Because they stopped making them. But they're really good. They grab, you can see from the tread pattern on them. They had the nice side lugs, and then look how spaced apart they are. They grabbed everything, and they worked really good. Mike Burgess, RC, I used to love fishing. Yeah, I got a bad back in the bottom and in my neck. I love fishing too, but I had to take so much pain just to do it, and I had to stop. Especially when you set the hook and you catch the bass in the weeds with the frogs. That makes your whole back hurt like hell. All right, Steve, I'll see you later. Thanks for sending me the links to the servo and the car and the truck. I'll talk to you later. I'll email you back. Take care. Thanks for stopping in. It's always fun. Yeah, I've been on this long because I started out with I was telling the guys I worked on my brother stopped over in the morning, and he gave me one of his trucks from his daughter's boyfriend. Got a truck, the Ruckus 4x4, and they put brushless system in it. And ever since that, they've been having problems. And he doesn't know too much about RC, so he brought it over, and I took it all apart. Fixed it all up, put it back together, tightened everything, set the slipper clutch. Now I have it aside ready for him to take, and I hope he enjoys it now. Glad I do a lot of work to that thing. Yeah, I hear you with the back problem. My neck got 3 bulge discs herniated, and they're actually sticking out into my spinal cord, like about that far. So anytime I move my head around, or if I bunk it or jump up and down, it makes my whole neck hurt down my arms. Like right now, from doing this, my neck's all hurting down my back of my muscles down my back of shoulders and arms, and it hurts down my hands. Like my hand gets numb. And then I have a bad bulge in the bottom of my lower back that hurts. It's like I'm all shot, but I keep doing everything. It feels like I'm gonna get crippled after a while. I push myself and I keep going. RC Voodoo's gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for stopping in. Probably gonna cut this short. We've been on for 3 hours talking all types of crazy stuff here. Flipping the forks. Yeah, backs suck. They always get injured and you always have it all the time. It's like it's the worst part of your body when you get that because it could affect your whole like limbs from the middle of your body. Yeah, I got that. Runs down my left leg. My heel gets numb. And I get like a splinter pain shooting in my heel from my nerve in my lower back. Can't win. I got them all throughout my spine, the middle, the top. I'm so messed up and I keep doing everything. And the worst part is when it's bulged and it's hitting into your spinal cord, it makes your whole body hurt coming out, your limbs. And I have to say, the past like 3 years, I feels like my neck got better because the doctor told me some people, when the bulge is coming out, if it's hitting your spine, you get all messed up like me. But he said some people's bodies regenerate the bulge and it comes off and you feel better. So maybe I'm lucky and mine did that, but it still bothers me. But it was way worse like a few years ago. They say some people don't even know they have herniated discs because if it's not bulged and hitting out into your spinal cord, you won't even know. The reason my mine's so bad, I have 3 of them and they're hitting into my spinal cord and my neck. Yeah, I used to take them Elise, but I'm like a health freak. I said the hell with it. I stopped taking everything. I said the hell with it. Surgery, yeah, sometimes it don't work. They said they wanted to go through here, through the front, and do mine. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Oh, it's we just go through on the side under your trachea, and we do this and that. And we're like, forget it. Yeah. That's like me. I used to bodybuild a lot. I was real big and strong, and I used to do that. You know, the guys that do the quarter pipes with the freestyling, all that bike shit. That's me. I used to do all that, and I used to mountain bike. You know, the mountain where I show my RC cars how rough it is. I used to ride my mountain bike through that stuff, and that's why I have all bad knees and everything, my back, everything. If I would have known when you were younger, that's why I tell people now when they lift heavy and all this stuff, I'm like, don't do it, don't do it. But you don't listen. Bucks RC World. Hey, you got the sticker? Cool. Yeah, me, I was like the fastest kid in school all the time, the strongest. I was like, did everything. I freestyled, mountain biking, jogged, lifted for 3 hours at a time. I was like real big and strong. And now I see people doing it, and I'm like my nephews and stuff start lifting. I'm like, oh, just do easy. Because when you start pushing yourself and you go crazy, you'll feel it when you get older. You don't know when you're younger. When you get older, you start getting all these things. Oh, my elbow hurts. Oh, that's from when I cracked it open on my bike, jumping 20 foot high in the air and landed on it and cracked it open. Now it's hurting. You feel it all when you're older. Cool. I got a few stickers up here. I got the Amp Pro and the JD Passel and the RC Trail Cat. I don't know if anyone else is sending any more in. Yeah, your body can only take, it's like an RC car. If you only use it a little bit, it'll last long. If you beat on it and use it every day, what happens? Everything gets loose and you get worn out and it breaks. Unfortunately, you got to learn the hard way. If you could be small again, you wouldn't do it that much. You wouldn't be as broken when you got older. Yeah, they had me. I had the guys on here. They had me switch these. They call them. They're making fun of my exhaust. They call it forks. So they had me flip it upside down, but I tried it, and it looked like my truck grew an arm out of the side. So I put them back. I like it better like this. Yeah, it sucks. Like I say, the mentality I have is how I walk in that mountain. I have so much pain and I do it. If my leg was broken, I'd put a stick taped around it and I'd walk in that mountain. That's how I am. That's probably why I'm like this with all the problems I have in my body all over. I got new tires for it, Buck. Check these out. I got new bead locks and these new tires I'm going to put on the Doomsday. I'm going to make a video of that probably tomorrow or something and post it up, but I got these. I think they'll look good on it, and they look aggressive. Like, I hope they work good because these were slippery in the water. I hope these ain't. Yeah, they're clones. I found them. They're clones of the RC four-wheel drive ones that I have on here. They don't make them anymore, RC four-wheel drive, so I found those from a guy I order a lot of stuff from, the Apex RC, I think it's called. Yeah, Apex RC on eBay. And he sells a lot of cool stuff. I'm going to make a video putting these on and just mention him and leave his links because he's a nice guy. And I hope they work good in the water because, like I said, these ones here are those All-Stars. They're real good in the dry. But as soon as I was going in the water, I noticed it was slipping like crazy. Yeah, and they're cheap though. I think those were like $21 for the bead locks. They come with a rim and a tire. For a pair, I think it was like 21 each for a pair. So that ain't that bad because they give you actual bead locks too. Where these ones are glued on. Yeah, I have some of his buggy wheels too. I had them ones that look like the Badlands. They work good. Yeah, I think he sells other tires too, but I always like this pattern. It's like if you look at the side on it, it has like them big lugs to help grab on the sides, and then it's spaced apart. And these really work good. So I'm hoping they'll be good. The foam in them feels a little hard, but if you take this off and you cut like ridges out of the foam like that, like V's across, and you do that a little bit, it'll make it softer so it'll feel better. So I'm going to probably do that with these to make it a little softer. Other than that, they look like they're pretty good. Yeah, they have like on that site, his site there, they have all weird stuff, like all little connectors. They have like servo horns, all stuff. It's cool. It has a lot of good little parts and stuff for the cars. Gluing the tires. Yeah, gluing the tires suck. I found a good glue that I started using. I used to use all them tire glues and stuff. I forgot the name of it. I got it saved on my eBay. It's a bottle. It's rubberized. It comes in clear. This C8. Oh wait, I think I got it here. Hold on. This CA glue is the best glue ever. CA. I tried not millions of them. I tried a lot of them. This CA glue sticks to everything good as hell. It's the best one you could get. I tried everything. I used to race slot cars and everything and always used it. It's called Hyper Bond Pro Grade Medium. I forgot who makes it though. I got the link on my computer. I think it's called Rabid something. Well, here it is. If you want to see what this is, if you could email me, I'll send you the link to it because I have it saved on my eBay. This stuff here, best CA glue. It sticks to everything so much better than any CA glue I ever used. Yeah, I don't know. I think he might even have a site for his own. I don't know if he has his own site and he sells on eBay. That CA glue, if you email me through my homepage, don't leave me a message, email me, and I'll send you the link to the guy that sells it. He has all different kinds, but this is the rubberized. It comes in black too, but I always get the clear rubberized CA. I tried so many different brands. That stuff there is the best. It sticks to everything really good. I don't use no other CA glue, and I used a lot. Like I said, I used to race slot cars and stuff, and I always had the RC too. I used all the Duratrax, uh, Pro line, and all that stuff. I like this stuff the best. Well, guys, I've been on here for like over 3 hours. Holy crap, talking and showing RCs. I think I'm gonna cut this loose until next time, and then we'll talk about the RC again. It's fun always getting together talking. It's been a long time here. 3:09, 3 hours going on 10 minutes. So I had fun. So I'm gonna cut this short, guys. Take care. I appreciate y'all coming in and chatting and stuff. It was fun showing some of my RCs and what I've done to them. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you next time on the live show when we have another one here. Take care.